So what we're going to do is remove the sides, and like I say, this is metal. We're going to recycle this. Now we're going to come to the inside of it. Well, first we're going to remove all screws. Now when Don and Stuart were talking, our goal is to have 50 people working here. This line will have approximately 5 people. The other line will have approximately 5 people. We're going to open up more lines as well. So this won't be our only demanufacturing line of PCs. And I love these safety glasses, they have bifocals. So we're just simply going to sit there and everything tells you what to do inside of this computer. It says push, you push. It says pull, you pull. If it doesn't come out easily, there's a screw holding it somewhere. So plastic gets separated. All your little wires are going to get separated. We're going to pull everything apart here. Everything has a value. Ribbon and wire get separated into ribbon. Now, a buddy of mine, actually most of my friends say, well, you do that, you know how to fix my computer, right? This is how I fix your computer. Don was asking me just the other day, well, can't you help me do this? I said, bring it over to my station. He says, never mind. So once again, this all is going to get dismantled. We're going to take all this out, because this right here is good metal with plastic in it. Once again, a lot of times it's just bang it, pull it, because we're not trying to save the computer at this point. By the time it gets to me, it's beyond repair. Now at the end of the day, when we're cleaning up, we usually stop about 4 o'clock to start cleaning up. All these screws that I'm taking out are usually screwed right in through here. We have a roller magnet that comes along and takes all the metal up. And what that does, we recycle the screws as well. We have a Gaylord over there that has screws that are nothing but screws. We now have a buyer for the metal. So we're looking into one. It is a little bit time consuming because I'm doing it by myself, but each station, like I said, there's going to be 4 or 5 people. So when the person who's working here, they got a certain job that they're going to do. They're going to take the shell off, they're going to take the power supply out, and then they're going to sit there and take the front off, which is plastic. And a lot of it, like I said, it's just manual labor. That's just plastic. So that's going to get recycled. And then I'm going to sit there and take some more screws out. A buddy of mine was like, boy, that's a pain. I apologize. This is a floppy disk. That's where all your floppies go, or your CD-ROM. DVD rewriter. Okay. Now in here, you have screws, but this is what everybody's concerned about. They want to ensure that their hard drives are not floating out there in the public. There's your hard drive. All right. We separate these into another box, which I don't have here, so I'll just put it in a little. When I take it over to the other place, another floppy disk. Plain metal. That's all that is. Then we take graphics card and another graphics card. These will go into there. Memory. That's what they call it, memory. It doesn't actually hold any information, it just tells your computer where to put it.
Is any of that, like those DVD drives and so on, are those used again, or are they just open up? I mean, do they have a remanufacturer of those, whatever?
We do use them again, if need be, but normally we have a buyer for those.
Okay.
And usually what they'll do, now the only thing we don't have a buyer for ever is hard drives.
Right.
But stuff like this, absolutely.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and... like I said, if it doesn't come out easy, there's a screw holding it somewhere. Now this is what they call the motherboard. When you kick your computer, and don't tell me you don't, because I know you do, and it says fatal error, it's because you've offset the motherboard. And usually it takes just a minute for you to shut down your computer, reboot it, and it should start up just fine again. So if your motherboard's the one that's telling you, don't kick it. Fan, we separate those as well. I try to mark the boxes here for the people, but on the other side they're also marked. A lot of people don't realize exactly what's in a computer. Solid aluminum. This is your processing chip. You see the commercials for Intel Inside or Pentium 4? This is it. Solid gold. Solid gold.
Stay back there.
If you're ever working on your computer, or you just unplug it, or your power goes out in your home, and then you turn it back on, and it's got the date and the time still on it, and you're like, oh, cool. It's because... smaller screw. It's got a little battery in it. Just a tiny little battery. We separate these two. We don't want these going into the landfill at all. Batteries obviously can be toxic. Now, once I make sure that there's no aluminum on there, the processing chip has been removed, the memory has been removed, and the fans have been removed, this is the motherboard can now go over here. Wire gets separated into wire, plastic, and empty shell. Just absolutely clean metal. That's all it is, just clean metal. That's how we take apart a PC.